On our way to pick up an exposure unit. I actually found it on Facebook Marketplace. So we are gonna meet up with the screen printing shop that's gonna be selling it to me. And of course, he is closed today, so we're not gonna be recording that part of it. I'm sorry about the background noise. But like I promised, there's a whole bunch of stuff gonna be coming up this year. I am actually coming home, if you see it back there. I'm sorry if the camera's at a certain angle. My son's with me, say hi.
Hi.
So I just came out of this shop that's locally here next to us. He's a screen printing shop. The guy he is cool as shit. He is so willing to help me out in everything. And this is where I always say that, you know, us printers need to be united, and we always need to look out for each other, because at the end of the day, we're the only ones that are going to be out there. Like I said, he is a great guy. He even offered me a conveyor belt and a flash dryer as well, and he's gonna let me know how much he wants for it, and he'll call me later. So I'm hoping actually to pick up everything from him so I can have his pretty much set up. Yeah, and I love it. You know, it's a wife and husband, you know, tag team garage shop. Awesome people. I am truly happy that I met him. He's more than willing to, you know, talk to me and help me out and show me everything that I need to know. I am so nice that I was able to make a friend like that, and that's something that's always needed, guys. And you know, I even look forward to doing business with him, because that's the type of guy he is. So, guys, I will see you when I am cleaning and getting everything ready, like I always do. It is the next day. It's kind of late. I was really busy, so I wasn't able to start cleaning all the equipment. But as you can see, I do have the exposure kit here. I mean, the exposure box. It was really taken care of. Kind of amazed. I checked. There's no scratches on the glass itself. I mean, it works. Works beautifully. And yeah, it's just a big cleaning thing. Now this one is a RXP exposure unit, 25 by 36. So we're gonna clean this up. And then also, if you follow me, I got a flash dryer. Now this flash dryer, I'm kind of a little amazed that it's black. It is a Rionette, but it's the old school website. So it says www.silkscreeningsupplies.com. So I'm guessing this is their old website on here. But it'll work. It doesn't have to be green. As long as it works for me. This one, I have to clean it. As you can tell, the legs and all that is kind of like filthy. But I'm having an issue with it. I'm trying to stick it in that corner over there, but the legs are so big on it that, yeah, I'm gonna have to modify it. So I guess we'll get to that. Let's get ready to do what we gotta do. You know how I like to do it. I like to put them all brand new, like if they were brand new to me. I'm gonna start off with the flash unit for the simple fact that I gotta modify it. So it might take me longer than cleaning the exposure box. The exposure box is mostly, you know, lifting the glass up, cleaning the glass real good, and then pretty much just shining the aluminum, which is pretty much a piece of cake. I'm not sure, maybe I'll use some Neverdol, or I got a aluminum cleaner that's also called like a ball buster, and I also got white diamond aluminum cleaner. I used to use it on my trucks when I shine the tanks, and I know it works awesome. Not sure if I have the ball buster here. I think I still might have that in my truck, I hope. I don't know, we'll see. But let's start off with the flash unit. The tools I'm gonna be needing for this flash unit, I'm gonna be using an impact. And guys, don't worry, this is a small impact, battery operated. It doesn't have a lot of power, but it has enough hammer that it'll tighten it up. So I have that. I have a 1/2" socket. I also have 1/2" wrench. I brought a 916 just in case. I'm not sure if the legs actually use a 916 or not. I have a set of drill bits. Yeah, I know my drills. And I also got a level, so that way I can make sure that it's level, because of course it's not level, it's leaning forward. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna make this completely level. And we have some industrial wipes, the same thing I used on the press. I used this, and I think I had a little bit of thinner on certain areas where it was really caked on the glue. But this doesn't have glue on it, so I think the industrial wipes, not on the actual finish, but on the actual aluminum, because this aluminum is, I mean, you could shine it, but why need to shine the legs, you know? It's not an exposure box. So, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so I ran into a small little dilemma. So my initial plans was to take this off, turn the legs out forward as you see here. That way when I put the pole in the middle, it'll have 2 on the outside and then 2 on the side. So now I can butt up the stand right up to the wall, and in theory I should have been good. I actually brought rollers, you know, small rollers to move them around, and I thought it was going to be a beautiful thing. Now mind you, the people that actually invented this, these legs are not symmetrical. You have one leg longer than the other, which I'll show you here. So I have the here just to make it even. If you look at the top here, one leg is shorter than the other. So now you have this leg is shorter than this leg. Not only that, you have where the holes are at, because my plan was to grab it and drill the existing holes that were on the other side and drill them on this side. Now this is metal. This is, you know, strong galvanized steel. Even if I drill holes on the outside, it's not gonna matter. As long as the top is not cut or the bottom is not cut, it's like a car frame or a truck frame. You could drill on the side of the frame, but you cannot drill at the top part of the frame or at the bottom part of the frame, or it can crack. And my theory was to drill out from these holes into here. And pretty much it'll look like this once I put the pipe on, and I can still roll it around, you know, because I'm only gonna have it facing forward. So by facing forward, the weight is gonna be on top, so you know, it'll hold the weight from the front. Now if I flip it backwards, yeah, of course it can flip back, but I'm not gonna have it like that. I don't understand why they didn't make the legs exactly the same distance. It just bothers me because this flash unit, you're able to turn around in a full circle. So in other words, you bring it away from the press, bring it onto the press, bring it away from the press. So what is the difference of having two legs that are longer than two legs that are shorter? Why can't they do them all the same? I don't know. I mean, in theory, you have a Christmas tree that's heavier than this. And the Christmas tree will have a 12 to 8 or 18 inch base, and it's perfectly square base. And it's held down by pins at the trunk for a live tree. And you don't see that tree sagging one way. And if it does, you just move it into position, retighten the pins, you're done. But that base holds the whole tree even if it sways. It keeps it stable. So the top bolt that's here, if you guys can see that, that top bolt there is gonna drill into this side, but because this angle is at a higher point than this side, I'm gonna have a U shape up top. Now, it's not gonna matter so much, and I know I just said do not cut the top of it because that's the strength. It is. This is not so heavy. This is, you know, a light piece of metal, and even if it had a U shape on top, it's still being held down by a bolt, which will make it a one-piece type of situation, and it's still not gonna crack. There's no way now. It's not enough weight for it to crack. Now, a truck, different story. Car, different story. You're carrying thousands of pounds. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna drill it here now until my brain decides to draft something out and engineer something that's gonna work for me. I want something that I can have two legs holding on to the base and then coming out and having it going forward, but maybe at a 16 inch, you know, or 18 inch wide. All the newer flashes, they're very heavy, especially the quartz flashes and stuff like that. And all they have is a U shape. It pretty much looks like this. That's what it pretty much looks like. And in the center, it has the post, and they swing that thing around everywhere, and nothing happens. So that's gonna be my next project. I am gonna actually make some legs. That's if I don't move to a more expensive flash that turns on and off automatically, which I'm planning on doing. Like I said, this is just a start off flash just to get me going. But it is infrared. All right, let's get to drilling. so it was a little bit of a mission. I finally got the pieces, the holes drilled out for the legs. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna have to rework these legs to make it the way I want to. These pipes, these is as clean as I can get them. I had to actually sand them down with 1000 grit sandpaper, like if I was polishing, you know, some rims or something. It's nice and smooth, but these are just like, I'm guessing it's chemical burns or chemicals that actually seep through into the metal, which is almost damn near impossible to get out unless you dip it in acid. I mean, you have to dip it in acid in order to get it out. But they're fairly clean. They're pretty clean. Like I said, nice and smooth. You don't feel nothing on there. The legs, I also cleaned them off too. I clean the top of it as best as I can. These white marks that are underneath, I don't want to put chemicals on it because this is heat that's underneath there. So yeah, to avoid all headaches and fires or whatever, or anything igniting, I'd rather not put any chemicals there. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna start building it. I told you guys that I did go to Harbor Freight and I picked up some, I guess, rubber wheels. Then, of course, they don't have the nuts that go with them, so I had to go to Lowe's and pick up some nuts for it. I did also pick up washers, so that's what we're gonna be doing now. So, I guess, let's put it together. Alright guys, so this is pretty much, sorry I cut myself tightening up the legs. This is pretty much the way it's going to be. You know, if, you know, there's no support on the back side. So of course, if you pull it too hard, it will go back. But if it's just stationed there, I mean, it won't go anywhere. And I have everything level. It's right on the money. It's perfectly level there. Perfectly level there. Perfectly level there. I decided to cut the video right here so that it wouldn't get so long. The flash dryer is in its place that it's gonna be at. Let me move out the way. As you can see, this is exactly where I wanted it at, but the back leg wouldn't let me get it as far back to the wall. So now that I did that little custom, it fits perfectly. Let me move to the side so I can show you. So right now, as I'm printing, it sits in between. And if I needed to flash, it will go right underneath in the middle. And then I could just bring it back, which is perfect. My platinums won't get heated up because the heat will be going down. So that's all she wrote. So yeah, I'm sorry that I'm cutting it here. The next video that I do, I'll be cleaning the exposure unit. But I did order some LED lights to convert it over. So I'll just make it a whole video about converting and cleaning on the exposure unit. Stay tuned to the next video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Like always, put God first and everything will fall in place. See you in the next one. Peace.